Hello everybody and welcome to the channel. We got some Yankees 1961 baseball. It's August 18th and the Yankees are traveling to Cleveland to take on the Tribe. Let's take a look at the visiting New York Yankees lineup for this game. Leading off, playing second base, Bobby Richardson. Batting second, playing short, is Tony Kubek. Batting third, playing right field, Roger Maris. Batting fourth, playing center field, Mickey Mantle. Batting fifth, playing left field, Yogi Berra. Batting sixth and playing first base is Elston Howard. Batting seventh, doing the catching is Johnny Blanchard. Batting eighth, playing third base is Clint Boyer. And batting ninth and doing the pitching for the New York Yankees is Jim Kotz. And let's take a look at the Cleveland Indians starting lineup for this game, folks. Well, leading off, playing second base is Ken Astronaut. Batting second, playing center field is Jimmy Persall. Batting third, playing left field is Frank Kona. Batting fourth, playing right field is Willie Kirtland. Batting fifth, playing third base is Bubba Phelps. Batting sixth, and doing the catching is John Roman. Batting seventh, and playing first base is Victor Power. Batting eighth, playing shortstop is Woody Held. And one of my favorite names as a pitcher, batting ninth, doing the pitching for the Indians is MUDCAT Grant. Let's get down here to Cleveland, folks, and get this game underway. And on the mound's MUDCAT Grant with a 3.53 ERA. He started 26 games. This will be his 27th game. He's 12-7 with 8 complete games. And first up is Bobby Richardson, who is smoking hot, folks. 262, 3 home runs, 47 RBIs. And here's the pitch to Bobby. And that's going to be popped up behind home plate. That'll be an easy out for out number one. One down here in the top of the first. And that'll bring up, if you can get the command right, that'll bring up Mr. Kubek. And here's Tony batting .281 with 6 home runs, 46 RBIs. And that's going to be a pop-up on the infield. And Phelps has got that down at third. 2 up and 2 down. That brings up Roger Maris now, who's also been swinging a hot bat here for the Yanks. He's got that average up to 265 along with those 49 home runs, 98 RBIs. And Beatles is here. Hello, Beatles. Here's the pitch to Mr. Maris. And he just gets under this, folks, and pops it up also. So 2 pop-ups down the third. And that'll end the top of the first. Yankees nothing. And we go to the bottom of the first. Astronaut, Purcell, and Frank Kona due up here for the Tribe. You got Jim on the mound with a 3.43 ERA. He started 8 games. His record's 5-5. He's got 2 complete games and 2 saves. Hey, Michael. Not much, bud. And here's the pitch to Ken. And that's going to be a ground ball down to Bobby Richardson. He scoops it up, fires over to Howard at first today for out number 1. And here comes Mr. Jimmy Purcell with a .325 batting average, folks. 3 home runs, 28 RBIs. And that's going to be a ground ball down to Howard. Of course, as you put somebody new in the game, the ball always finds you, but Howard's up to the task. He steps on first for out number 2. And here comes Mr. John Franco. And he's batting .245 off to a bad start this year. 7 home runs and 51 RBIs. And that's going to be a fly ball out to Mick. Mick's got plenty of room out there. He makes the catch. And the Indians go down 1, 2, 3. And we go to the top of the 7th. Man, Berra and Howard do up. Mix 292 batting average, 36 home runs on 109 RBIs. Here's the pitch to Mick. And that's going to be a base on balls. They don't want no part of Mick. And Scourin's not backing him up today. We got Mr. Clutch Yogi Berra. So let's see if Yogi can do what Moose has been doing all year. Yogi's hitting .309 on the year, folks. 22 home runs, 62 RBIs. Here's the pitch to Yogi. And he's going to deliver, folks. That's a base hit in the center field. Mick's going to hold up at second. So we got first and second now. And only nobody out. And that'll bring up Mr. Howard. He's batting .334 on the year. Hey, Bernie. And 11 home runs and 51 RBIs. See if Mr. Howard can keep up this hit parade. And no, that's going to be a big swing and a miss. Strike 3. That's a big first out here by MUDCAT. And that brings up Johnny Blanchard. He's not having a good year as far as batting average. .224, 15 home runs, 34 RBIs. Can this be the game Blanchard gets her started, folks? And no, back-to-back strikeouts by MUDCAT. And we got 2 outs now and still runners on first and second. Now it's up to Clint Boyer to come through here. Nobody out, first and second. Now 2 outs and they're still at first and second. Boyer hitting .244, 10 home runs, 45 RBIs. And that'll do it, folks. That's going to be a ground ball down the second. And he'll take the short way over to short. And the Yankees strand the first 2 runners down at first and second. See if that comes back to bite them in the butt. We go to the bottom of the second. Kirtland, Phelps, and Roman do up here. Willie's batting .267, 26 home runs, 85 RBIs. And that's going to be a fly ball out the left. Yogi's out there today. He goes over and makes the catch for out number 1. And here's John Phelps. He's batting .245, 12 home runs, 50 RBIs. And here's the pitch to John. That's going to be a fly ball in the right field. So they're testing the corners, and so far they're up to it. Roger makes that catch. 2 up and 2 down. Here comes John Roman. He's batting .289 on the year, 13 home runs and 53 RBIs. And that's going to be a base hit in the left field. And with 2 outs, the Indians got a runner down at first. That brings up Vic Power. And he's batting .232. Not a very good year for him. Only 1 home run and 42 RBIs. And that is going to be a ground ball down the third, I believe. Yep, Boyer's got it. Fires across the diamond. So the Indians leave 1 on. We go to the top of the third. It's still no score here, folks. We got Coates followed by Richardson and Quebec here. Jim's doesn't have a hit yet this year, folks. He's 0 for 19. Can he get off the snide here? And no, that's a swing and a miss, strike 3. That's 3 strikeouts for Grant. We go back to the top of the order and Bobby Richardson. And Bobby, he popped up to the catcher his first time up. And not this time, folks. He rips that ball in the left field, or center field, rather. Up the middle he goes with it. And Bobby, like I say, keeps the hits coming, man. Bobby Richardson is smoking hot now. That brings up Quebec. He popped up this third his first time up. And that's going to be a fly ball out to Francona. That'll be out number 2. So now it's up to one of the M&M boys, some Roger here, to keep this inning going and maybe drive in a run. Roger popped up the third also. And not this time, folks. He blasts that ball into left field down the third baseline when Bobby's going to put on the Jets. And he's going to score, folks, on that double by Maris. And the Yankees take a 1-0 lead. And now Roger down at second for the Nick. Alrighty, here's Mick up now. He walked his first time up. Can he add to this lead here, folks? And that's going to be a swing and a miss, strike 3. But the Yankees score 1 on the Maris double. Take a 1-0 lead as we go to the bottom of the third. Bottom part of the order due up here for the Tribe. Held Grant and then back to the top of the order in Asmont. So Mr. Woody here's 245 batting average, 11 home runs, and 42 RBIs. And that's going to be a swing and a miss, strike 3. That's Jim's first strikeout of the ball game. That brings up MUDCAT. And he's batting 188 on the year, folks, with 7 RBIs. And that's going to be a ground ball down to Quebec. Easy play for Tony. 2 up and 2 down. Here comes Ken up to the plate. And he grounded out to second his first time up. And that's going to be a swing and a miss, strike 3. So Jim strikes out the first and third batter. He's wheeling and dealing now. We get to the top of the fourth. We got Barra, Howard, and Blanchard due up. Yogi singled his first time up. Let's see if he can do her again. And we drop the dice to make this an official game. And that is going to be a base hit in the left field. Yogi, he's going the other way with it. But it's working, folks. So Yogi's standing down at first with nobody out for Howard. See if Elston can drive him over the second. At least he struck out his first time up. And that's going to be a hit by pitch. And the Yankees standing up on the dugout steps now, folks. Yogi trots down the first. Says he's okay. So we got first and second and nobody out for Blanchard. Blanchard struck out his first time up. Johnny needs to start hitting, folks. And he is blast that ball. That ball's over in the right field. Kirtland's back at the wall, looks up. All he can do is wave at that one. That's a 3-run homer for Johnny Blanchard. He needed that, folks. That makes this a 4-0 ball game. Still nobody out here in the fourth. And now we got Mr. Boyer up. He reached on a fielder's choice his first time up. And that's going to be a fly by out to Kirtland. He's got room this time. He makes the catch for out number 1. That brings up Jim Coates now, like I say, with no batting average at all. And that's going to be a swing and a miss, strike 3. That's 5 strikeouts on the day for Grant. And we're back to the top of the order, and Bobby Richardson, 1 for 2. And that's going to be a fly ball in the center field. And Jimmy's got that, and that'll end the inning. But not until Blanchard hits a 3-run homer, and the Yanks are up 4-0, folks. Hey, Ken, bud. Oh, Ken was on earlier when his Phillies just beat the snot out of the Braves. We got Pearsall up, Francona and Kirtland up here in the bottom of the fourth. And Jim's 0 for 1, grounded out the first time up. And that's going to be a pop-up in the infield. Boyer calls for it. Backing up into the grass. for out number 1. Francona, he flew out to Mick his first time up. And that's going to be another pop-up on the infield. They're just getting under the ball, folks. Jim's got just enough movement that they can't square it up. 2 pop-ups, 2 outs. Here's Kirkland. Old Willie, he flew out to Yogi his first time up, and he pops this one straight up to shoot. 3 pop-ups. This one's in foul territory. Blanchard's got it. 1, 2, 3 goes the Indians. We go to the top of the 5th. We got Quebec, Maris, and Mano up. Tony's 0 for 2, popped up the 3rd and flew out the left. And he's going to pop up to Roman behind that plate. He throws the mask off, and that's out number 1. Here comes Roger up. He's 1 for 2 with that RBI double his last time up. And that's going to be a ground ball down to Ken at second. Over to first for out number 2. And that brings up the mighty Mick, who is 0 for 1 with a strikeout and a walk. And that's going to be hit down to Ken also. So 2 ground balls down the second, over to Power, and that'll end the inning. We go to the bottom of the 5th. Yankees with a 4-0 lead. You got Phelps, Roman, and Power due up here in the 5th. And Bubba's 0 for 1 today. Flew out to Roger. And he's going to give Yogi a chance out there. And Yogi in the gap makes the catch. That'll be 1 out. And Roman, he singled his only time up so far, folks. And that's going to be a base on balls. And that's Jim's first walk. Don't want to start doing that. So Roman trots on down to first. See if they can get a ground ball out of Vic here and get a double play. Power grounded out the 3rd his first time up. And that's going to be a fly ball out to Roger. Near the line, makes the catch. And that'll be 2 outs. He's held. They're hoping to hold him to nothing. He struck out the first time up. And that's going to be a base hit into center field. And that's going to get Roman down the 3rd. Mick fires it in, but now we got 1st and 3rd with 2 outs. That'll bring up MUDCAT. Can he help himself, folks? Batting 185. Like I said, he grounded out the short his first time up. And that's going to be a ground ball down the 2nd. Sorry, a ground ball down the 1st. Howard's got it. He's going to toss it over the Jim covering, and that'll end the inning. So the Yankees leave the White Sox strand 2. We go to the top of the 6th. We got Bear, Howard, and Blanchard up. Yogi's 2 for 2 today, folks. Mr. Clutch is coming through. Here's the pitch to Yogi. And that ball is high. That ball is far. That ball is gone, folks. That is Yogi's 23rd home run of the year. His 63rd RBI. That makes it 5-0. And now we got Howard up. He's 0 for 1. Got hit by pitches last time up. And not this time. He makes them pay, folks. He rips that ball down the first base line, goes the other way with it. Kirtland can't get to it. It's against the wall. And Howard standing down at second with a double, folks. And that's going to get the bullpen up for the Indians. So MUDCAT now, nobody out. Howard down at second. And here's Johnny, 1 for 2 with a 3-run homer. And I thought he was going to start getting hot, but it ain't working out this time. That's a swing and a miss. Strike 3. 1 out now in the 6th inning. Brings up Clint Boyer. Clint's 0 for 2. Reached on a fielder's choice and flew out to right. And that's going to be a base on balls. So now we got 1st and 2nd with 1 out for Mr. Jim Coates. Like I say, he hasn't gotten a hit all year. So we're going to try to let him sacrifice these runners over. So first and second. See if he can get the bunt down at least. And that's going to be a foul ball, strike one. And he does lay down a nice bunt, folks. That ball is bunted down the Phelps at third. He's up with it. He's going to fire over to first with Ken covering. And that'll advance the runners. So we got runners second and third now with 2 outs for the top of the order. Bobby Richardson, who is smoking hot, he's on fire, is up now 1 for 3. And he scored. Let's see if he can drive in some runs here today. And that's going to be a ground ball down the third. And Phelps is up with it. Fires across the diamond, and that'll end the inning. The Yankees leave 2 stranded, and we go to the bottom of the 6th. Got the top of the order up here for the White Sox. That's Monte, Jimmy Purcell, and old John Francona. So let's see what they can get anything going here. Down 5-0. Here's the pitch from Jim. And that's going to be popped up down the third. They are just not squaring the ball up today. Coates has got some nice movement on that ball today, folks. Here comes Jimmy up now. He's 0 for 2. He popped up the third his last time up. He drives this ball into right field. Rogers over, makes the catch. 2 quick outs here in the bottom of the 6th. Here's Mr. Francona. Thinks he can be a great manager. Might even win some World Series. Here's the pitch to him. He's 0 for 2. And that's going to be a base hit. And the left field, Yogi couldn't get there, folks. And that'll be a 2-out base hit. Brings up Kirtland down. And Mr. Willie's 0 for 2 today. And he's going to go 0 for 3 as Rogers got a beat on that one. And the Indians leave 1 on, and we go to the top of the 7th. It's still 5-0 Yanks. We got Quebec, Maris, and Mantle due up. And if MUDCAT gets in any trouble, they'll be yanking him. Tony's 0 for 3. Popped up the catcher, popped up the third and flew out the left. And that's going to be a base hit in the left field. And that'll be it for MUDCAT. See if the Indians got some lefties in the bullpen. They got Allen in the bullpen. He's a lefty. Stigman's a lefty. Let's see which one they're going to bring on here, Allen or Stigman. And Bob Allen looks like he's going to come out here and pitch for the Tribe as MUDCAT goes 6 innings and goes into the 7th. Bob Allen comes in with a 5.45 ERA, 1-0 record, and he's got 2 saves on the year. Like I say, he'll be facing Maris and then Mantle with Quebec down at first, nobody out. Rogers doubled and drove in a run today. Here's the pitch to Roger, and that's going to be a ground ball down the third. Bubba's got it, fires over the power, and that'll be out number 1. But Quebec will make it down the second. No, it was awesome, Legends. Great game. Check that game out, folks, between the Pirates and the Dodgers. Awesome game. All right, now Roger just grounded out. Now to bring up the Mick. Mick's 0 for 2. Can he get off the snide here and get a base hit and drive in Quebec? And he does more than a base hit, folks, because that ball is launched. See ya later, alligator. That ball is long going, and that's a 2 RBI home run in the left field. Mick turns around from the right side and launches one, folks, for his 37th home run of the year. and 111 RBIs, and this game is now officially out of your hand. It is 7-0. Yeah, exactly, Beatles. I like your thinking. Yep. Now there's nobody on and one out for Mr. Yogi Berra, who's perfect today, 3 for 3 with a home run of his own. Oh, I'm glad to hear it, Mike. Let's see if Yogi can do it again. Like I say, he homered his last time up. Can he go back to back? He juices this ball in the center field, but Jimmy's got room out there. Makes the catch for out number 2. That brings up Howard now. He's 1 for 2 with a double. He's been hit by a pitch and struck out. And that's going to be a ground ball down the second. That'll end the inning. But the Yankees score 2 on Mantl's home run. We go to the 7th inning stretch, folks. We got Phelps, Roman, and Power due up here in the bottom of the 7th. Bubba's 0 for 2. He's flown out to both corners, left and right. And he gives Yogi another shot out there, and Yogi says, "Thank you very much. That's out number 1. Oh, you'll get it, bud. Like I say, looking forward to that project, especially if Terry Bradshaw can start looking better. Oh, Terry, oh, blonde bomber. Here's John. He's 1 for 1 today. He's singled and walked. And that's going to be a pop up in the infield. And again, Clint Boyer's there to make the catch in the grass. For out number 2. They just can't square the ball up. Jim's doing a great job of pitching today. I probably just jinxed him. Remember I said that, Legends. Oh, cool. Like your idea, Beatles. Here's Vic Power now. He's 0 for 2. And that's going to be a base on balls. That's only the second walk of the game given up by Jim. Not bad. Vic heads down to first. Here comes Woody held up. Woody's 1 for 2. Singled his last time up. And that's a swing and a miss, strike 3. And that's the 3rd strikeout for Jim. And that'll end the inning, folks. We go to the top of the 8th. It's 7-0 New York. We got Blanchard, Boyer, and Coates due up here in the 8th. Here's Johnny, 1 for 3 with a 3-run homer of his own. And that's going to be a base hit. Maybe Blanchard is busting out of this slump, folks. That ball's hit in the center field. Blanchard down at first. Nobody out for Clint Boyer. See if Mr. Boyer can get a hit here today. He's 0 for 2 with a walk. And no, that's going to be hit down the 3rd. And it's a slow roller. Bubba's got only 1 play over to Vic. And Blanchard will make it down the 2nd. Yeah, you're right. I agree with you, Beatles. Oh, I understand, Legends, like I say. And here comes Mr. Coates. He's going to try laying down another bunt here, folks, even with a 7-0 lead with that 0 for 21. So here comes the pitch to Coates. And he does another great job, folks, of laying down the bunt. He's going to get that ball. And he's going to be safe at first as they try to get Blanchard down at 3rd. Now I got to figure out how the unsuccessful bunt gets recorded here, because I haven't been very good at doing this. So let's take a look here. Take a look here real quick. So So it'll be where was that ball bunted to? Old Vic Power. So it's going to be an SH3 fielder's choice. So Coates down at first, Blanchard down at third, and it didn't work. Okay, so undo that. Okay, that didn't work. Now let's try something different. Alrighty, let's just put the word safe after it, huh? We'll get her here. Sorry about this, guys. So we got an S3 fielder's choice. And now let's see if we can get first and third here. Yes, we do. There we go. Oh, after every game, Michael. Yeah, I'm as bad as Beatles with hitting that backup or save button. Yep, I back it up after every game. So we got first and third now with only one out for the red hot Bobby Richardson. He's 1 for 4 today. Let's see if Bobby can drive in some more runs here today. First and third, here's the pitch to Bobby. And that's going to be a ground ball down the third. He's going to look the runner back at third and fire across the diamond to get Bobby. So a ground ball down the third. Runner on third's going to hold. So now we got second and third, 2 outs for Tony Kubek. And Tony's 1 for 4. He scored his last time up and got a single. And he drills this ball, folks. That's going to score too. And that ball is ripped into the alley in right field. And that makes it a 9-0 ball game, folks. And Tony's standing down at second. Sure. And man, the Yankees are massacring these Indians today, folks. Roger up now 1 for 4 with a double. Here's the pitch to Roger. And that's going to be a base on balls. They don't want no parts of Roger. That brings up the mighty Mick. Mano now, he is 1 for 3 with that home run his last time up, a 2 RBI homer. Can Mick hit his 38th home run of the year, folks? And he sure does. That ball is high. That ball is far. That ball is hit where only men can hit it, straight away center field. It's a no-doubter. And that is a 3-run homer, folks. Can you say 12-0 and Mick is starting to get hot? That starts happening. These Yankees are unstoppable. Sure. And that brings up Yogi, who's 3 for 4 with a home run and an RBI. Here's the pitch to Yogi. And that's going to be a base hit in the left field. And the hits just keep coming. Sure. Mr. Howard comes to the plate. in real life. It's pretty funny, Michael. You got to say real life on here. I like it. I like it. Everybody's assuming it's a sim game. I like that. 1 for 3 with the double is Howard and hit by pitch. Here's the pitch to Howard, and that's going to be another. No, that's not going to be a base hit. That's a nice play by Phelps down at third. He fires over the first, and that'll end the inning. But the Yankees score 5 and take a 12-0 lead, folks. And the Mick with the second home run of the game. We go to the bottom of the 8th. We're going to have a pitch hitter for Allen. Then we're back to the top of the order. See who's going to come out here and pitch hit. They got 2 lefties on the bench. So I think they're going to bring out Walter Bond. Is going to come out and pitch hit. So here comes Mr. Bond. Walter Bond, that is. Where's 007 when you need him? All right, Walt's batting .238 on the year with 1 home run and 4 RBIs in limited play. Here's the pitch to Walt, and that's going to be a fly ball out to Yogi for out number 1 here in the 8th. Yogi makes the catch, and that'll take us back to the top of the order here. And Ken's 0 for 3, grounded out the second, struck out and popped up. He gets a hold of this one, though, off of Jim. And that's going to be a double in the right field off the wall. And Mr. Aspirant is standing down at second, folks, with 1 out here. Just trying to get a run across the board here. Doesn't want a shutout. Old Jim's trying to get the shutout. Jim Pearsall's up, so we got the battle of the Jims. And right now, Coates is winning. He's 0 for 3. And I shouldn't have said shit about being 0 for 3 because he's not now. That's a base hit in the center field. And Asparicio's trying to score from second. Here comes the throw from the Mick. And they get him, and I messed up here. We got to get Jim down to second. Mick throws him out at the plate. Nice play by Mick. He's been making some damn good plays out in the center field in the last few games. So we got to throw Ken out, but then we got to get Jim down to second. That should do it. And there we go. We got Jim down at second. And that brings up old Francona. And again, Jim Coates still pitching a shutout thanks to Mick's arm out there. And Francona is 1 for 3. He singled his last time up. And that's going to be a swing and a miss, strike 3. So the shutout's still in hand as we go to the top of the 9th. Let's see who's going to come out here and pitch for the Indians here. You got Blanchard or a lefty, then 2 righties. So I think they're going to go with probably Locke. See how long it's been since Locke's pitched. Okay, let's see. Locke pitched 2 days ago. How about the Hawks? Hawkins, he pitched the other day, so it's going to be Bobby's coming out to pitch. Try to keep the Yankees off the scoreboard here. Keep this a 12-run game. Does that sound familiar, Ken? It's what I said about the Braves when they was getting clobbered. Try to keep it a 12-run game. Oh, sorry, cracking myself up. All right, we got Blanchard, Boyer, and Coates due up here in the top of the ninth. Johnny's 2 for 4 with a home run and 3 RBIs, folks. And they're going to get him out this time. That's a ground ball down the second. That'll be out number 1 here in the ninth. And that brings up Boyer. Clint's 0 for 3 with a walk. And that's going to be another ground ball down the second. They might want to pick on somebody else here, folks. And that brings up Jim Coates. Jim's actually laid down some nice bunts here today, folks. He's 0 for 2, but that's pretty darn good for Jim. And that's going to be a fly ball in the right field. Kirtland's got it. 1, 2, 3 goes the Yanks. We make our way to the bottom of the ninth. And Jim's trying to get this complete game shutout, folks. He's going to face Kirkland, Phelps, and Roman up here now. Willie's 0 for 3. He's flown out the left and right and popped up to Howard. And that's going to be a ground ball down to Howard. And he's got her with no problem. Calls off Jim for out number 1. Here comes John Phelps now. He's 0 for 3. He's flown out the right and flown out the left both the other times up. Yeah, you got a point there, Ken. Yep. Especially being a strong athlete. He wants to admit to stuff like that back in. Here's the pitch to Bubba. And that's going to be a base hit in the left field. And the Tribe's still fighting, folks, even though they're down by 12. And here's John Roman. Can the Yankees get a double play and get out of this game? He's 1 for 2 with a walk. And he popped up the third his other time up. And he's not popping up the third this time, folks. He drives that ball down the third base line. And Bubba's going to score, and that goes to shutout, folks. And it is 12-1 with Roman standing down at second. And that's going to be it for Coates. We wanted him to get the shutout, but we're going to take him out. Don't need him hurt here late in the year. And let's see who they're going to bring out here to pitch. I think they're going to bring Al Downing out here to try to get the last 2 outs. So Al Downey's going to come out here and pitch. Oh, I bet, bud. All righty, so we got a runner down at second with 1 out here in the ninth. We got Power due up here against Al Downing with a 1.29 ERA. He's got 2 wins, no losses. He's only been in 4 games here. So here's the pitch to Vic. He's 0 for 2. He walked his last time up. That's going to be a fly ball out to Mick. He's got room out there in center, and that'll be out number 2. And that'll bring on Woody Held here now. And Woody's 1 for 3. He struck out twice and singled. And that's going to be a base hit in the left field. Quebec couldn't quite get there, folks. So now with 2 outs, Woody down at first. And, oh, just a second. Roman might score on that. And he does. I was thinking he only went to third, but he's going to score. Make this a 2-0 ball game. 12-2 ball game. Yeah, Roman's going to score on that. Go back, and change this. So here we go. So a single in the left and a run scores and held down at first. And we'll have a pitch hitter here for Locke. And let's see here. And I think old Thomas is going to come out here and pitch hit. There's Thomas. All righty, 2 outs, a runner down at first. And Val's hitting 118 on the year with 1 home run and 1 RBI. And he gets a hold of this, folks. Drives that ball into right field. Held will make his way down the third. And all of a sudden, the Tribe with 2 outs is making some noise here, folks. They scored 2 runs so far in the bottom of the 9th. Like I say, we got first and third. Still 2 outs, and we're back to the top of the order. And Ken's up, and he is 1 for 2 with a double. He doubled his last time up. Here's the pitch. And he gets a hold of this, folks. Al Downing's coming in and not doing a good job after getting that second out. And that's going to be ripped in the left field. And that's going to score 2 runs, folks. Just like that, it is now a 4-run inning. And it's 12-4, good buddy. And old Jimmy Pearsall's up now with a runner down at second and 2 outs. And he's 1 for 4. He singled his last time up. Yeah, jinxed him is right, Michael. Like I say, it's what happens. You brag him up. You talk about his ERA. He went up from 1 point something to 3.68. Here's the pitch to Jimmy. And they're not done yet, folks. Ain't that awful? That's going to be a single in the center field. And here comes the throw from the Mick. Can Mick do it again here, folks? He's got 2 home runs. Can he have 2 putouts? And he gets Ken at the plate. Now to win this ball game, folks. Nice play by Mick. 2 assists from Mickey Mantle in this game. How about that? Let's take a look at the box score here. Old Tribe come back. Look at the number of hits they got. The Yankees 12 runs on 13 hits and no errors, but the Indians with 4 runs on 11 hits. Yankees just cashed in when they needed to, folks. Oh, thank you, Mike. You had Quebec 2 for 4, 2 for 5, Mick 2 for 4 with 2 home runs and 5 RBIs. Yogi, awesome game, 5 for 4 with a home run. You had Johnny Blanchard 2 for 5 with a 3-run homer. Oh, thank you, Beatles, but I appreciate it. Oh, you're welcome, Bernie. Mick with, like I say, 5 RBIs on the game. They only left 6 men on the Yanks, 4 for 11 with runners in scoring position. Yep. And look at these Indians. They, top of the order, did pretty good. Total of 10 for 4. And then you add Francona in there with 3 for 14. They just couldn't get the job done when they had the runners in scoring position. They was 4 for 7. Oh, I'm going to do it in order. 1903 and just keep working my way up, Ken. Yeah, I'm not going to bounce around. Yep. I'll start with 1903, go to 1905, and keep on going. Yep. Jim Coates goes 8 1/3, picks up his sixth win. His record's now 6-5, 7 hits, 2 runs, 2 walks, and struck out 4. And Al Downing comes in and gets roughed up. A good thing they had a nice lead. 2/3 of an inning, gives up 4 hits, gives up 2 runs of his own. Of course, one of those runs that he gave up was charged to Coates. Old MUDCAT got beat around, folks. 6 innings. He falls to 12-8, 8 hits, 6 runs, walked 2, struck out 6, gave up 2 runs. And old Allen came in, didn't do much either. 2 innings, 5 hits, 6 runs, walked 1. He also gave up 2 home runs. But old Locke came in and shut the door in the ninth. But it was too little too late for that, that's for sure. Alrighty, let's go to fast play here. We got Bernie's Red Sox traveling out to Detroit to take on the Tigers. Yankees would appreciate a Red Sox win here. Let's see if they can come through for them, or the Red Sox are just going to cash it in just to piss the Yankees off. And the Tigers beat up on the Red Sox, Bernie. They might have laid down and said, catch them freaking Yankees. Red Sox 4 runs on 8 hits and 1 error. And the Tigers 10 runs on 14 hits and an error. And Norm Cash with 3 RBIs, 2 for 3 with a home run. He adds to his total in the American League. We got the White Sox traveling to Kansas City to take on the A's. See what happens out here in Kansas City. And the A's win a close one. The White Sox 4 runs on 13 hits and 2 errors. The A's 5 runs on 8 hits and an error. Then we got the Twins traveling out to L.A., out in Wrigley, out in L.A., to take on the Angels. And let's see what the Stars about. The Twins 5 errors, Angels with 4. Geez, you Pete's. Not a clinic to go take your kid to watch, that's for sure. But the Twins win 6 runs, 7 hits, and the 5 errors. The Angels 5 runs on 6 hits and 4 errors. Let's look at the box score. Old Killer Brew had a home run. See how many of those runs were earned with all those errors. 3 earned runs for the Angels and 4 earned runs for the Twins. So sure. And the last game in the American League is the Orioles traveling right down I-95 into D.C. They didn't have to take a plane there. They took the bus to take on the Senators. Let's see what happens here. Again, the Yanks would like to see the Senators help them out here. And the Orioles shut out the Senators. And Jim Gentile starting to heat up again, folks. The Senators had 4 errors, 3 runs on 5 hits and no errors for the Orioles. No runs on 5 hits and 4 errors for the Senators. Gentile with a home run here. Let's see how many of those 3 runs was unearned by the Orioles. Just one of them. Just one of them. Wonder what inning he hit the home run in. It was a solo shot in the second. All right, let's take a look here at the standings. Take a look at the leaderboard here for the American League. Yankees still hold a 9-game lead over the Tigers. Orioles are 11.5 games back. The Minnesota Twins on a 6-game winning streak, folks. 13.5 games back. White Sox are on a 3-game losing streak, fall to 17.5 games back. The Angels are now 28 games back. Tribe 29.5 games back. The Red Sox are 32 games back. The Senators are 45.5 games back, and the A's are 45 games back. Let's look. I think the Senators and the A's are officially eliminated after this game. Let's look here. Now, Senators, 2 more wins by the Yanks or a combination, they'll be eliminated. They're still in it. Let's see here if the A's are eliminated. And the A's are eliminated. Yep. So the only team eliminated right now is the A's. Oh, you're welcome, Legends. Thank you for your game earlier, bud. Yep. Elston Howard still leading the league with a 333 average, folks. Roger with his 49 home runs, but Jim Gentile, look at that, 45 home runs of his own, folks. Norm Cash up to 119 RBIs. Gentile up to 114 along with Mick. And the Moose with 111. Roger not quite up to the 100 mark and stuck at 99 with that. Bunning still leading the league with a 2.11 ERA, 19 wins. And Luis still has 30 saves on the year. Roger still leading Cash in the MVP voting. And Bunning still leading Bill Stafford now instead of Whitey and Cy Young. Alrighty, I want to thank Legend Sports Universe. Check out his channel. Ken Castro, Bernard Strong Sports Universe. He's going to have a game tomorrow at 10 p.m. Guys, make sure you check that out. Beatles Eternally. Beatles, you doing a game next, bud? Still early. What time is it? It's only 11:30. Check out Michael's channel, folks. He shows you how he does his stadiums. I believe that was everybody that was in the park today. Yes, it was. That's everybody. Alrighty, guys. Hopefully Beatles is going to do something next. So go over and check that out. Until next time, y'all have a great evening and y'all take care.